Bonjour, guten Tag. What's up, bro? So
Yes,
you
my
might,
friend.
so you might be wondering why I just said that intro. Well, the person I'm interviewing today, that is his intro for his YouTube channel. So Brandon, tell us about yourself.
So my name is Brendan, and I was born and raised in Germany. And 4 years ago, I literally decided to live one of my childhood dreams, to at least try it, to sign a professional football contract, as it's a dream of millions of children. And yeah, literally 2 years ago, I decided to create a YouTube channel and to start the 365 days challenge to a pro contract to actually try and give it my all with the aim of signing a professional football contract. And yeah, 2 years later, last month, I actually achieved my dream and signed for a club in Romania, second division, which is unbelievable. And I'm very thankful and blessed.
Yeah, I really like how you started recording your journey. Not a lot of people do that, so very interesting.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and a lot of people have started to do it because of you, which is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I see now a lot of people trying to do the 365 challenge to a pro contract. And I always said in my videos, in my daily vlog, that I want to see more of those people who actually try to do it themselves because then they realize how hard it is to actually sign a pro contract. Because
Hmm.
what they need to realize is that actually there are so many people trying to be a football player, but it
Yeah.
needs hard work, sacrifices, and all these things to actually get there.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, why did you decide to start filming your journey to becoming a pro footballer? Like, what kind of was the reason why you did, and like, what motivated you to do that?
Wow. I mean, that's a bit of a long story. As I said, like 4 years ago, I just decided to leave my home country,
Hmm.
Germany, to leave my friends behind, to actually do that sacrifice to achieve my dream. And then when I came to England, and I thought that finding a pro club is going to be so easy because I played for Bayer Leverkusen Academy in Germany. I played for really good teams. So I really thought that it's going to be very easy to find a club. But once I arrived in England, 3 months in, I haven't found a club. It was so hard. And even step seven club, like in the seventh division here in
Hmm.
England, they told me that, oh, they can't take me, they are full and stuff. And I was literally shocked. And as I always saw a guy on YouTube, his name is Nick Humphreys from Train Effective. And just by accident, I saw him, discovered him on YouTube doing the so-called 100-day challenge to a pro contract. And that was really, really exciting for me to see and very interesting because this sort of challenge never existed before on YouTube. And I never seen anyone else doing this. So I literally stood there every single day, like seeing this guy named Humphreys trying to get a contract, trying to showing people what he does, what he eats. And actually that inspired me to like create my own YouTube channel in 2018. And I just said, you know what Nick Humphreys can do, I can do as well. But I said, because I try to be realistic, that in 100 days, I can't sign a pro contract. So I extended it to a 180 days challenge to a pro contract. So yeah, and I literally just said, I want to inspire, motivate people that when you believe everything is possible. And I really tried it. And I said, yeah, let me just record me myself daily and just show other people what it takes to be a footballer.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone do that idea before, and it's a very a good idea, definitely. So, how did you find like your position you play? Because you play two positions, correct me if I'm wrong, striker and center back. So how did you find
Yeah,
those positions? Like how?
yeah. My position is it's like a long story as well. Like, okay, I am 6'6". My whole life, I played centre back. When I came to England, like the first club I went to, Billericay Town, I played under a manager called Craig Edwards, and he saw my height, he saw my attributes, and he saw that I'm quite technical as well for my height, which is not really common. So one training session after a successful trial, which I started playing centre back, he actually just asked me after the training session, Brendan, can you actually play centre forward? And I told him, mate, I've never played centre forward in my life. I've been a centre back my whole life, but I can try it. Yeah. And I actually tried it straight, not even in a training session. He just put me in the second team and I should play a game against another team. I played centre forward and he just told me briefly before the game what I have to do is to hold the ball, don't do any, just hold the ball and then just get into the box and just cross it and I need to head it. On this match, I scored 2 goals and this is where everything started. This is where I played
Wow.
as a centre. And yeah, since then I was always a centre forward in England. And I even got signed by a professional team as a centre forward, Kidderminster Harriers, which is like a good achievement as well. But I was always honest to myself and I always knew that I'm a slightly better centre back than centre forward. But I mean, because I'm hardworking, so I said to myself, why not try it as a centre forward? Because maybe there I have better opportunity.
Wow, I find it so cool, like how your first ever time playing center forward, you scored 2 goals. Like what? That doesn't it doesn't make any sense, but it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like when you play football in general, I mean, when you play as a young kid, like 10, 11, like probably your age, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, don't really have like a proper position. You just start to play everywhere. Like the coach will be tries you in this position and in that position. And as a child, sometimes I played as a striker, and I love watching football. So I just love watching those players, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lewandowski, Ronaldo. So I kind of knew or remember the day before I played that match as a centre forward, I watched loads of Ronaldo matches and maybe that helped me. But I just try to really learn, adapt to that position change, and just give it my best.
Yeah, like before this quarantine, I didn't have like a position. I was like, I would play anywhere, but like I preferred striker. And
Yeah.
then during this quarantine, I took classes with a coach with a local team. Um,
Oh, okay.
and he said that like, well, I took it with some other kids, and I noticed I had the most resistance in running. And then I was like, maybe like I should try left back. So I tried left back. I like left back. And then so I continued striker. So that's how I found my two favorite positions that I play now, which is cool.
Oh, wow. Left back and striker.
Yeah. It's kind of
Oh, wow.
two
Wow.
different yeah, it's two different sides of the pitch, kind of
Are
like
you left?
you.
Are you left footed?
No, I'm right footed.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's good.
But sometimes like I like to pass with my left foot, even though it just I'm not good with it, but still to practice, obviously.
Exactly. Hard work makes you perfect.
Yeah.
Always.
So how do you get so you got a trial with Arsenal and a lot of smaller teams. So how do you get those trials?
I mean, I didn't get a trial with Arsenal, but I I sneaked into the Arsenal training ground.
Sneaked in.
And
Wow.
yeah, and so I literally fought like a trial letter with the like was like Photoshop, and I did the Arsenal like emblem on the top of the letter to make it look serious. Because all I wanted to do was to actually get a contact person from Arsenal so that he can help me find a professional club. Because the whole idea was when you actually get recommended by a person who works for Arsenal at
Yeah.
another team, lower division, but still professional, I mean, probably you don't even have to do a trial because
Yeah.
obviously it's a person for Arsenal, so they trust each other. And that was
Yeah.
my whole idea, but it just went totally wrong, and I wouldn't recommend that to anyone because I actually ended up in a police station because that's what you shouldn't do that. So I learned from that, and but it was an experience. Wow, wow.
Yeah, it was a good idea, but the outcome wasn't so good. But yeah, definitely. Like, if a bigger team, like, or just an example, Liverpool or United recommends a smaller team, like in the fourth division of English football, they're going to sign you, like,
Exactly,
without even any trials. So yeah, that's a very smart idea.
exactly. But you're very smart as well for your age, like crazy.
Thanks. So, according to Transfer Market, you have been to 13 clubs. Correct me if I'm like 13 like semi-professional and two professional clubs. So, why did you decide to move around a lot and not just stay with one team?
Simply because I get that asked a lot of times. Why do I not just stay with the team and try to build my way up? Simply because I'm very ambitious person and I really try to reach the top of football and I really try to get as high as possible. And when I realized that with one club it's not going to work out, I just move on. I mean, like each person is different and each person should do whatever he wants to do. But I decided my path to be like that because I aim for the best. And if I see an opportunity that this club has better opportunities, gives me like playing time because in football there's so much that counts. You need to play. You need to have the right manager that trusts you. You need to have like good contacts. Like there's just so much. So I just thought every single time when I move clubs that I want to reach as high as possible. And so simple as that. That's why I just moved a lot of clubs. But at the end, it worked out because if I would stay at one club and then trying to like
Yeah.
count on the person to help me out, like it's never going to work out because in life you can count on no one. The only person that you can rely on is yourself, and that's it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So, so for the next question, it's about your clothing brand. So why did you decide to start your clothing brand?
I decided to actually build my clothing brand. So is people from YouTube, like all Team Brandao, how I call them, they obviously know me from YouTube. And I don't even know why, but my first ever video, I started my intro with this phrase, bonjour, guten tag, what's up, bro? And, and as more as I say that, as more people, when they recognize me on the street, they actually didn't know my name. They just knew this phrase, bonjour, guten tag. Oh, are you not that guy? Bonjour, guten tag, what's up, bro? So I actually realized that this is actually like a slogan, like something I'm known for. And then one day I just said, you know what? Why not actually creating clothes with my slogan? And I was thinking, okay, how can you create a good name for like those three like sentences or like and bonjour, guten tag, what's up, club? And you take two letters of the beginning, bo, bu, va, and that's how it got created. And now we're strong. Boguba.
Yeah, I actually didn't know what Vancouver meant until just now. So that's kind of like I didn't notice it was standing for Bonjour and Tag. That's very funny.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So for the last question, do you have any advice for upcoming footballers?
I do. I actually do. First of all, as I said before, and this is so important, really, this is so important, is when you actually want to become a footballer, but not just footballer, I mean in any kind of like profession, like when you have a dream or a goal, you want to become this, a footballer, you need to believe. You need to believe in yourself because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. So you have to believe in yourself. Second, you need to be able to work as hard as possible. Like really try to really focus on what you want to do and what you want to achieve. Try to leave all these parties, girls, and all these people just playing PlayStation, Xbox, like wasting their time. Like literally, if you want to become a footballer, you need to work for it because nothing in life is just given like that. You need to earn it. And the most important thing is don't rely on other people. Never rely on other people, not on your sister, not on your brother, and not even on your parents. Even though your parents, your family are very important, but at the end, you are the only person that can help yourself. So don't rely on other people. Best example, me. How I signed my pro contract. I contacted so many agents and people that trying to help me to sign a pro contract. But at one point, I just said to myself, listen, there are so many people saying, yeah, you need to be patient and blah, blah, blah. But I just booked a flight ticket to Romania and I just showed up at clubs because I said and realized that I want to actually achieve my dream. So I have to do something. Showed up at clubs and people can call it lucky, but I showed up. The manager gave me the opportunity. I trained good, performed good, and that's how I got my pro contract. So don't rely on other people. Never wait for opportunities. Go and get those. Yeah, go and get them because this world is so big. And then when the opportunity comes, you need to be ready. And mostly it will come when you least expect it. So that's why you have to be ready always.
Yeah, definitely. And about the like how you just took a flight to Romania, um, you also were homeless in Sweden for a couple days, and you tried to get a team there, which is amazing.
Sweden, like obviously when you do this journey on YouTube, like really trying to inspire and motivate other people, you really try to like show people that there are no excuses. And at that time when I decided to just just do it my own, really try to give 1000% to sign the contract, I just as I did in Romania, I just booked the flight ticket to Sweden because I actually thought Sweden is a good opportunity maybe to get like a contract there. So I just booked the flight ticket, but the thing was at that time I was not working first of all, and I just simply didn't have any money. My flight ticket was £9, I think, just so. I just thought, okay, you can go to Sweden, you can book this flight ticket, but you don't have any money. But as I am really a believer of when there's a will, there's a way. And I just thought, okay, I will find a way. And yeah, somehow I went to Sweden and then I couched this that's an opportunity for like people who sleep in different houses and apartments, generous people offering their home for other travelers. And that's what I did. And I found an amazing person who hosted me for over 2 or 3 weeks, which I'm very grateful for. And yeah, as I said, there's no excuses. Like if you want to achieve something, you can do it. And money shouldn't be something that holds you back. hold you back from anything.
Yeah, that story about you going to Sweden is just so amazing, and that your whole journey should have definitely inspired a lot of people. But anyways, before we end, where can they find you on your social medias and stuff like that?
So you can find me on my social media, YouTube, Brandao, Instagram, Brandao4, Snapchat, Brandao_4. And I would really appreciate if you just check out my journey. And actually, when you feel like what you can do, I can do as well, I would love to hear from you back. Just write me a DM on my Instagram. And yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll leave his links in the description down below. Definitely check out his social medias. Your YouTube channel is amazing.
Thank you very much.
Anyways, thank you so much for coming on the Nicocast, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Nicocast.